Hello, everyone. Today I am going to be walking through the wedding planner template in both Google Sheets and Excel. If you have already purchased this template, thank you so much for your order and for supporting my business. I really appreciate it. And I hope that this template is extremely helpful for you as you are planning your big day. And if you just stumbled across this video, but you are looking for a wedding planner template, I'm going to include a link below to the template through my Etsy store. Feel free to purchase and follow along as well. For today's video, I am going to be walking through the Google Sheets version. However, feel free to follow along in Excel or Google Sheets. The features, the functionality, everything is pretty similar between the two. So this is going to be the first screen that you see when you first open up the template. It's going to have basically a table of contents over here for you with all the different sections, as well as some brief notes about how to use the template. What's really nice is you see colors up here. They're going to match the tabs at the bottom just to keep everything super organized and easy to find. So let's jump into this first section, overview. The first tab is basically going to be a to-do list for you. Great way to track tasks as you are planning your wedding. You can change this progress right here. Everything's color coordinated and you can add notes. The next tab is going to be your coordination tab. This is a great place to put all of your wedding vendor contact information in one spot so you can easily see it yourself. But then also, what's really nice about both the Google Sheets and Excel versions is you can share these with other people. Google Sheets, you could collaborate live. And then Excel, once you have everything populated, you can easily email it to someone else so everyone can see everything in one place. The schedule tab is next on your list. From a time standpoint, I have these broken out into every half hour, but feel free to adjust. Some people need to plan it down to every 15 minutes, and that is fine. But this is basically going to be your wedding day schedule. You can also do a schedule for your wedding week because I know that there's a lot of events that lead up to your wedding. And this is a great place to just have a schedule, share it, print it, keep everyone on the same page. The next section is going to be all about your budget. So the first thing you're going to do is on this budget estimator tab, you're going to want to put in your total budget right here. And then you're actually going to hop over to the detailed budget next. So what you're going to do is you're going to fill in all of your estimated and actual amounts as you actually spend. And what's really nice is you're going to see sections throughout here. These are basically your budget categories. I put in everything I could think of from a wedding standpoint. However, all of these are customizable. You can always, add more too. And what's really nice is as you populate this estimated and actual, it's going to pull back in right here under the different categories, and it'll pull in your estimate actual. It'll automatically calculate your percentage of budget. So then you can see if your total here matches your total up here. That is the goal. The next section is going to be all about your guests. So the first tab right here is your guest list. This is a great place to track not only who you've invited to your wedding, but also their response. So you can put in their contact information. You can put in, save the dates, invitations, if they've RSVP'd, if they're attending, details about their attendance, from dietary restrictions to their table number, to even gifts that they give you, and then a thank you note that is sent. What's really nice about this is this guest list is going to follow you before, during, and after the wedding, and just having everything in one place is very helpful. The next tab is going to be specifically focused on invitations. So this is going to be a great place to track companies or vendors that you've reached out to specific to your invitations. You can include their contact information, but then you can also include some prices if you want to do a quick comparison between a couple different vendors. The next tab is going to be your seating chart. What's really nice about this seating chart is you have all these tables. So I have 26 tables here for you. And then what you're able to do is as you add more people, and you can actually put in their first and last name, but as you add in more people, your total guests up here automatically calculate for you, which is very helpful. So you can do, tables of 10, tables of 8, tables of 6, whatever your wedding venue sits, everything can be tracked right here. The next tab is going to be all about gifts. So this is going to be either favors that you would like to hand out at your wedding, or like attendant gifts, whether it's for your rehearsal or different events like that leading up to the wedding. This is a great place to track where you're going to get those gifts, how much they are, and different things like that. The next section is going to be all about your venue. So what's really nice is as you are researching venues, you can basically compare and contrast them right here as well. So you can include contact information, capacity, number of hours that you can rent, and then the costs and food and everything like that. I have a notes column too in case there's anything else that you want to jot down, but this is really helpful as you are venue hunting. And then the next one is going to be your hotel. Usually you figure out the venue and then the hotel is pretty nearby. So usually these locations are pretty similar similar too, but you can, start talking and shopping around for different group rates, minimum rooms, room blocks, all of that as well. The next section is kind of fun. So this is going to be your wedding attire, hair and makeup, flowers, things like that. So as you start looking for wedding dresses, whether it's your wedding dress or whether it's, dresses for your bridal party or mom or mother-in-law, anything like that, you can track all the information right here, which is very helpful. And then the next section is going to be hair and makeup research for you too. So I have two separate sections, so makeup and then hair, and it just areas that you can track not only your trial, but your day of, for yourself, and then for everyone in your bridal party as well. Flowers is next on your list. This is a great place to track florists that you are researching, prices, breaking down for not only your bouquet, but boutonnieres and everything else involved, and a great place to take notes as you meet with different florists. And then get into the good stuff as well. So talking about your cake and food and all of that. So this is a great place to track bakeries or donut shops or anything that you are thinking about reaching out to. A great place to do that right here. And then very similar with the caterer. Sometimes catering is included with your venue. So if that's the case, you might not need this sheet right here. But if so, this is a great place to track cost per person and do a compare and contrast as well. And then in the notes section, you can add in, any notes about the actual menu that these caterers provide and the types of food. The next tab is going to be photography, a great place to track different vendors that you are meeting with for photography. And then videography is going to be the tab after that. Same deal, put in their contact information here. And then last but not least is going to be your entertainment. So if you are booking a DJ or if you want a string quartet or any sort of entertainment for your big day, you can track all of that right here. Vendor, costs, hours, everything along those lines. And the last one is going to be your music. So if you want a say or if you want to plan the whole thing in terms of what music is played when throughout your big day, this is a really great tab to do that on. You can actually put on whether it's at the ceremony, reception, dinner, you can put on your track, artist, and then a lot of times people just give this to their DJ. And then that's what the DJ would play at certain times throughout the day as well. So that wraps up the wedding planner template. It's meant to be really comprehensive in terms of helping you plan your entire day and the entire wedding season as well for you. So I hope that this is really helpful. Thank you for tuning into this video and for your order, and I will see you in the next one.